And welcome back to Rob and Elliott tonight. Now, according to some new research, 6 in 10 people admit to having clothes in our wardrobe that we've only ever worn once. We're going to tell you how you can make some money from those clothes now, because broadcaster and pre-loved fashion expert Georgia Toffolo joins us now. How are you today?
Hi, darling. I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
Very well, thank you. So talk us through this new research then. Was there anything that really surprised you?
Yeah, basically, it's showing up that so many of us, I mean, over half of us have got one-hit wonders that I call lurking in the back of the wardrobe. Wore them once, didn't wear them again, which I think is total madness. There's also, so 63% of people in the UK admit to having clothes that they've just never loved. And I think, how mad is that? And I must say, I've fallen victim to this quite a lot, which is why I'm so passionate about reselling items that no longer give you that butterfly feeling. And you think, when you look at them in the wardrobe, I can't wait to wear you. And don't get me wrong, we've got a lot of items that do fall into that category. But what I'm advocating is the ones that don't give you that feeling, get them straight on a resale site and get some extra cash coming in.
Let's take it back a little bit, because I'm one of those people who has a full wardrobe of stuff. Some stuff that I've never worn, some things that I've only worn once, but the thought of going through it all just really overwhelms me.
Really? Oh, Donny, no, I've gone the other way now. Schedule it quarterly to have a big declutter. But once you've trained your brain to really now think, does that item serve me? Is that giving me what it should? I do it probably even once a week, a couple of items straight out, because I think I want to open the wardrobe and I'm really big on clothes. I mean, that my biggest joy in life is having a try on. I mean, just having a try on and putting together amazing ensembles that make me feel confident and wonderful. But yeah, I'll grab something out, and even a t-shirt that I think I haven't worn that in 6 months. And if I have an aversion to wearing something because I think, oh, it doesn't quite suit me, because our bodies change shapes, our style preferences change. And I think what an amazing gift to put it on to a reselling site and for someone else to fall in love with that item as you did the first time you got it, whilst bringing in a bit of extra dosh.
Can we actually make a lot of money from it?
Yeah, well, the research that came back, they're estimating that a person, an average person, could earn £490 a year just to be made. That's only made from the clothes that you're not wearing. So if you think
Wow.
about, if you really are, if you change your mindset and you're thinking, actually, my style has changed, my preferences for dressing is different, you could really get that up.
And what are people looking for when they go onto these sites? Are they looking for good designer stuff, or is it anything in general?
Yeah, so this is what I love about it. So for someone like me, one day I can be in the baggiest, most casual jeans with a vest top, and the next day I look like I'm off to Paris Fashion Week. You can buy both. It's for everyday fashion, it's for luxury fashion, and those little gems that someone else has fallen out of love with that now become. I mean, you can see I'm wearing this gorgeous little knitted cardigan. I bought this online, secondhand, and I just think, gosh, I've worn this so much. Cost per wear must be so low. And on top of that, someone gave it a life before me.
Yeah. So will you resell that then at some point?
Yeah, when I fall out of love with it, but it hasn't happened yet. It's not going anywhere soon.
Now, I've never sold anything on these sites, but for anybody new starting off, you've actually put together some top tips, haven't you? So what should we be doing then to start off?
So my big number one is model the items yourself. People love to see an item of clothing and how it hangs on a body. The next one I mentioned, I have a big quarterly seasonal declutter. Get it in the diary, hold yourself accountable, because if not, you're not going to have any items to put on there. The next thing that I really advocate is buying better quality, whether that's materials, because if you get a great item, it can see you through life. Do you know who's quite good on that? Prince Charles. I've
Really?
noticed he's really good. Yeah, there's this article I read in the paper a few weeks ago where he's got a pair of shoes and a suit that he's been wearing for over 40 years. And that just shows like good quality and then obviously repairing afterwards. But I think it ties into my point. If you buy better, and also connected to that, I'm quite big on buying clothes that are going to retain their value, because the
Yeah.
way that I work is that I sell most things. So if you do buy better, they retain better. And then alongside that is just taking care of your beautiful things. It doesn't matter whether it's a £5 t-shirt or a £300 dress, you really should be looking after them so that when they do go off to a new home, the next person has got something beautiful that will serve them well.
Now, one of the things that I hate, and this happened to me the other day, I went online to look at a shirt that had been pre-worn, pre-sold, and the person selling it hadn't even thought about how it looked. It was all wrinkled, and I was thinking, it's a good designer shirt, but am I really going to buy something that just looks truly awful on a website?
I know, or darling, is for someone like me, a discerning shopper, I'd be thinking, it looks bad in the picture, no one else will want it. I'm going to get it cheaper and give it a good steam when it arrives.
So let's talk about fashion trends in general then. Well, what's big this summer?
So it's actually a cause of a lot of frustration. So it's become really, really cool to look casual all the time. It's that undone, quiet luxury. And I find it quite frustrating because, like, I really want to get dressed up to the nines. And like,
Yeah.
I go out on a Saturday night in London, and I mean, don't get me wrong, everyone looks so effortless. It's sort of that Parisian chic. I haven't tried very hard, but actually, you have. But I want to go out in my big stilettos with my big bouncy blow dry and my big dress. But actually, the trends that I've seen this summer is really undone. So on days that I'm feeling sort of I can't quite be bothered to put the rollers in, that's great. I love that fashion. But on a Saturday night when I look around, I'm thinking, guys, come on, where are your grab bags?
Before we finish, they're asking me to ask you something about something that I wear all the time, and some people kind of make fun of me for doing it. I'm talking about cowboy boots, and I wear them because they are the most comfortable footwear that I can find. So tell me this, are cowboy boots cool or not?
It's a big thumbs up from me.
Yes. Really?
How could we deny the coolness of a
Yeah.
cowboy boot when Taylor Swift has basically taken up residency? I mean, I'm taking four little girls to see her next month. Do you know that's 8 cowboy boot? That's a lot.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of the cowboy boot.
And is it okay for guys to wear cowboy boots?
Yes, and you're ready for the country western for the bucking bronco, aren't you?
Well, I'm glad we got that sorted on the show this evening. Georgia, it's been lovely talking to you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much. Bye.